This was a very early session today. As you can tell by my voice, I'm pretty groggy, so I'm not going to make this video too long. I was up and cranking out this story here at about 5 a.m. or so. I very rarely write things good in the morning. Very, very, very rarely do I get any good content produced at 5 a.m. It's writing in the morning or the night does not bode well for me. I'm too tired and too taxed either from the day at night or just not awake enough in the morning to get these things done. If I had like an ideal writing time, it would be like 9-10 a.m. That's when my best work is coming out. If I can do 9-10 a.m., write for 2 hours basically every day. Maybe 3 hours, if I was doing this full time, like 2-3 hours a day, I'd be on track. I'd never have to worry about anything. My prose would probably be at the strongest it could be. And man, I would be getting a ton done with that. But as it is, you have to make accommodations. You got to kind of work around sort of the things of life. And on days like today where I have a ton to get done, you simply got to write in the morning when you're available. I got about half a page written today. My plan, if you guys have been following along, has been to do 90-minute sessions. This was not a 90-minute session at all. This session was basically like maybe 40 minutes or so. Was not a lot, simply because I was tired, exhausted, and I knew going in my prose is not going to be very, very strong, so I was not going to try and force out a lot of words. For me, getting half page done today was fine, and I'm still on track, which is the important thing. If my goal is to have this whole thing, this first draft written by the end of the month, I'm there. That'll be done. That's basically just a given. It'll just be handed to me. Other things I gotta get done as well. I gotta do some querying, I gotta do some self-publishing stuff, as well, some additional stuff around this, some editing as well to another story. So there are things I gotta work around this, but if it's just writing itself, I'll be on track. One of these days I need to do a 24-hour write-a-thon. It's kind of a random just thing that came to my head, but I've been thinking at some point I should do that, where I give myself 24 hours, and I can't obviously write, like be at a desk and write for 24 hours. That would be, my mind would just fry out. But instead do something where I give myself 24 hours to write the first draft of a short story, and just to see if I can do it. And I can take as many breaks in between as I need to. That would be fun. That would be something very, very exciting. My short stories are about 6,000-ish words usually, first draft. So sometimes 7, sometimes 5, but around, say, 6,000 words. So 6,000 words in 24 hours. It's possible. It can be done. In some ways, it feels very antithetical to everything that I preach, so it would be kind of just a fun little novelty, just a fun little one-off, just to see what I can do. Kind of a chance maybe to re-examine my philosophy, kind of challenge my beliefs. Can you do a lot in a short period of time? Can you actually produce quality in a very, in a short time frame, rather than doing short bursts of good work over a sustained period? Can you do everything in one quick flash? It'd be interesting. Be interesting to try that out. And I think maybe next month or so, maybe I'll do it. I'll pick a day and I'll just do that. I don't really want to get bogged down with another first draft of a story right now. I want to get this one done, and then focus on editing some of the stories already for the collection, just so I can start submitting things. It sucks to not have anything to show you all, to keep talking about writing but not have anything to show you all. But these things happen at their pace. These stories unfold at their own pace. You got to go along with that. So I'm going to sign off right now. I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, happy writing.